Before we begin today's journey into the hidden power of your kitchen, I have a quick question for you. Are you tired of health advice that feels like a guessing game? If you want to take control of your body's biology and discover the science-backed truths behind the foods you eat every day, you need to join our community. Hit the subscribe button right now and turn on the bell notifications. By joining us, you're not just watching a video, you're investing in your longevity and taking control of your health. Don't miss out on the tools you need to build a better version of yourself. Now, let's dive into the 2-date protocol. The 2-date challenge. Before you eat your next sweet snack, you need to know this. I started eating just 2 dates a day, not a full handful, not a smoothie, just 2 dates. By day 3, I felt a difference in my energy. By day 5, my digestion had changed, and by the end of the week, I understood why dates had been used for centuries as both food and medicine. But here lies the paradox. Dates contain nearly 70% sugar. So how can something this sweet improve energy, digestion, and gut health? And who are the people who should not be eating them daily? Let's break down what actually happens inside your body, from the very first bite to the long-term biological effects. The sugar paradox. Why dates are misunderstood. Most people look at dates and think one thing: way too much sugar. And they're not wrong. Dates are rich in natural glucose and fructose. But here is the fundamental difference between a date and a piece of candy: the packaging. Dates are not just sugar. They are a complete matrix of fiber, potassium, magnesium, polyphenols, and potent antioxidants. While refined sugar alone causes a sharp insulin spike followed by a sudden crash, sugar packaged with fiber behaves in an entirely different way inside the human gut. The issue isn't that dates contain sugar. The issue is the way that sugar is released into your bloodstream. And this is where the 7-day daily effect begins. Days 1 and 2, the immediate energy. Response. During the first 48 hours, the most prominent shift is a boost in your energy levels. Because dates contain a high concentration of natural sugars, they provide an almost immediate fuel source for the brain and muscles. However, unlike sodas or energy drinks, the fiber in the date slows down the rate of absorption. This creates a smoother energy curve, meaning you get the lift without the sudden crash that usually comes with it. If you eat them before a workout, you'll likely notice an improvement in your endurance. But there is a nuance. If your current diet is already high in processed sugar, you may not feel much of a difference at first because your baseline is already elevated. For those following a clean diet, however, day 2 is when mental clarity starts to sharpen. Days 3 and 4, the digestive revolution. This is where most people are genuinely surprised. Dates are a true powerhouse of soluble fiber, specifically the kind that feeds the beneficial bacteria in the gut microbiome. By day 3, your gut begins to respond. You may notice easier bowel movements and a significant reduction in constipation. But there is a transition phase. If you suddenly increase your fiber intake, you might feel temporary gas or mild bloating. Don't worry. This is not a bad sign. It is simply your gut microbiome in the process of shifting. Your gut bacteria are adapting to the new fuel source. And for many people, this is the first time their digestive system has functioned at full capacity in years. Days 5 and 6, the mineral impact and fluid balance. By day 5, the micronutrients take center stage. Dates are exceptionally rich in potassium, containing higher amounts per gram than bananas. Potassium is the primary electrolyte that regulates fluid balance and muscle contractions. You may begin to feel a reduction in muscle tightness and a better sense of hydration. At the same time, the magnesium in dates begins to influence your nervous system. Magnesium is responsible for more than 300 biochemical reactions in the body, including stress regulation and sleep quality. These are subtle effects, but by day 6, you might find that your afternoon slump is less severe and that your evening relaxation comes more naturally. Day 7, the craving killer and the final verdict. By the end of the week, something interesting happens in your brain's reward system. Many people report a significant reduction in their craving for processed sweets. When your body receives natural sweetness combined with fiber and essential minerals, it finally feels truly satisfied. Your brain stops sending the hunger signals that usually lead you to mindlessly eat whatever is in front of you. But here's the final warning. The dose changes everything. If you eat 6 to 8 dates a day, your blood sugar will rise to levels that promote fat storage. 2 dates is the ideal supportive dose. 10 dates is metabolic overload. This experience proves that small, consistent habits accumulate to produce major internal shifts. The top 5 benefits of 2 dates daily. To summarize what we've learned, the 2-date protocol rests on 5 pillars: fast, natural energy without a sudden crash, deep digestive support through soluble fiber, fluid balance thanks to potassium, a powerful dose of antioxidants to fight cellular aging, and long-term craving stabilization. Dates are not a magic formula for weight loss, nor a detox recipe. They are nutrient-dense fuel. They optimize your existing biology so that you can perform at your peak. The danger zone. Who should be careful? Power requires awareness. You should exercise caution if you have uncontrolled diabetes or high insulin resistance, as the caloric density and sugar content of dates remain significantly elevated. If you follow a strict low-carb or ketogenic diet, dates will likely knock you out of ketosis immediately. Dates are powerful because they are dense, and that density requires you to be mindful of your total daily intake. Natural is not a synonym for unlimited. The right protocol: how to eat dates correctly. If you want maximum benefit with the least impact on blood sugar, follow these guidelines. Limit yourself to 2 medium-sized dates per day. For the best metabolic response, pair them with a source of protein or healthy fats, such as a few walnuts or almonds. This further blunts the insulin response. Eat them early in the day to fuel your activity, and never pair them with high-sugar desserts. You want the date to be your treat, not an addition to a meal that is already loaded with sugar. The closing message. 2 dates a day will not transform your life overnight, but health is not built on extremes and excess. It is built on smart, consistent portions. Energy, digestion, and mineral intake, it all adds up together. The real power is not in superfoods with flashy labels. It lies in understanding how your body responds to the tools that nature has given us since the beginning of time. If you want more science-based breakdowns of everyday foods that people completely misunderstand, hit the subscribe button right now. Your journey toward a better version of yourself begins with one small, intentional bite.